Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly horoscope forecast for all of the signs for the week of July 15th through the 21st, 2019. So let's go ahead and get started with the first horoscope. Aries, this week for you, Aries, there's a lot of positive energy surrounding you. A lot of you out there are really focused right now on getting things done, finishing them. You know, the holidays kind of was a detraction for a lot of you. So a lot of you are moving forward, but you may be finding that early on in the week, trying to move forward may prove to be a little challenging or a little slow. Like things seem a little slow as you get going during the week, but you will master a lot and clear out a lot of things that need to be cleared up and cleared out later this week. And so whatever you're working on, you have the potential to finish it. And again, this could be, you know, work projects. This could be around your home. This could even be fixing relationships or friendships, or family bonds. So it's a culmination of different things. The one thing that is very sure here is that a lot of you are feeling like your emotions will be running, you know, up and down. Some of you Aries won't be affected. Some of you will. It just depends on the energy that surrounds you of others. So, you know, around your home life, there is definitely going to be a lot of focus this week for a lot of Aries. Maybe you find more comfort in your home, but in your home right now, there may be something that is outstanding, an issue, or something that abruptly comes up around your family that you need to address, and do it with love, and you know everything will work out. But you're very opinionated and sometimes stubborn, so you cannot make someone see something if they're not ready to see it. Just keep that in mind for this week. So that's the horoscope for Aries this week. Taurus, this week for you, Taurus, it is all about your relationship, your love life. Even though you are one of the signs that, you know, that it usually has things together with their partner, you're very picky, you know, on certain things in the relationship. This week, Spirit is showing me that there is some issues that creep up in your relationship. This may not be apparent for every Taurus out there, but for the most part, there's a lot of you out there that will be focusing on your relationship. So this could be you already, you know, doubting your partner, or insecurity, or things creeping up in your thoughts that cause you to reevaluate the situation, to question something about it. And again, some of you may be actually, you know, getting into some discussions, arguments, but there is an unsettled feeling in your love life. And so there's a lot of immaturity that comes with that. It feels almost like one of the partners in the relationship is sort of, you know, immature, not really paying attention to your needs or desires, whereas you've been working very hard and it shows through your work, and you've been giving to people, and all you are wanting is for that to be reciprocated when it comes to your home or love life. Some of you also are going through some external factors, some external battles out there. This could be around jealousy of other people that are not really good, or they're watching you, trying to emulate you. But whatever the situation is, Spirit is saying that you will have the upper hand and will win that situation or come out victorious from that. So that too shall pass. Whatever you're going through that is negative, don't even feed into that vibration. Just ignore it. You will come out of this kind of feeling a little empty, because again, your energy is depleted when we start focusing on other people that are not worthy of our energy. But you will be okay. And a lot of you are maybe going to a psychic or a medium, searching for some answers, getting some clarity later this week. That is something that is surrounding a lot of you Taurians. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. That's your horoscope for the sign of Taurus. Gemini, this week for you, Gemini, it is a very powerful week. A lot of us out there are very magical. We're tuning into our magic. We're tuning into our power. We're becoming very strong in what we want, and we're not going to settle just for anything else. So this is going to be very apparent to people around you. They're going to be noticing that you may not have time to listen to them, or be distracted by text messages, that you will be more focus on your work and clearing that out. You don't like to get behind on anything. And so a lot of you will be responding to your emails, doing projects, going running errands, and also prepping for some future event. This could be like a vacation or something else that is very exciting. But what Spirit is showing me here is that a lot of you are reassessing your priorities, reassessing your money, and looking at like where can you cut down, because a lot of you have been spending uncontrollably, and the spending that Geminis typically do is sometimes done to appease or to really heal some portion of you that is kind of unbalanced. When we are unbalanced, sometimes we find comfort in shopping, and that's just what Geminis do. This may not be for every Gemini, but for the most part, I know for myself as a Gemini, that is what I will do. Sometimes is go shopping, and sometimes I'm looking at my budget, I'm like, you shouldn't have really bought that. You really didn't need it. So again, this is going to be a week of where you kind of reassess, like, do you really need something, or are you just buying it just to kind of find comfort in it? If you're finding comfort in it, try to turn to something else more creative, other than shopping, something that doesn't cost you or break your budget, but really helps you kind of de-stress. This could be like doing meditation or yoga, etc. But that is what the energy surrounds Gemini for this week. All right, for the Cancers out there, for the Moonchilds, this week for you, Moonchild, there's a lot of rough energy surrounding this week for you. There's a lot of things that are coming to the surface. You finally, Cancers, the thing that I think about Cancers is that Cancers are very misunderstood signs. A lot of people think that they like conflict just like Geminis, but being that it is a water sign, Cancer is very mellow. They tend to be very loyal and kind of listen to everybody and everything. And sometimes y'all go along with certain things. But right now, it's a week to really put your foot down on the ground and really stand up for yourself and voice your opinions, what you feel, what you don't agree with. Speak up and let people know, because otherwise you are going to find that there is a lot of, people that you're going to have to eventually cut out, or people that don't make you happy and they weigh your spirit down. So this is a time of actually manifesting that and moving away from, no longer saying what you feel or think, and really, taking the lead to do this. A lot of things are changing for you over the next couple of weeks. A lot of things are looking more upwards. And this could be that you are now, coming into your own, you're realizing your dreams, you're really with someone, finding someone that aligns with your energetic vibration. And so a lot of you are working on that. Some of you may be also facing some legalities. This could be, just minor things like maybe a speeding ticket or child support, or, a case that is pending for workman's comp. But a lot of, not everyone, but some of you Cancerians may be facing something like that, over the next couple of weeks. But it's Spirit is showing that, that is something to look out for, and nothing negative really, but that is what's being shown. Spirit is also saying that you need to kind of, start resting and listening to your body, because a lot of you feel very worn out, feel tired, and you're not understanding what it really is. And it's not so much the retrogrades, that's part of it, but part of it is also you learning to set healthy boundaries for yourself, going to bed at proper times, and getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep, ideally, if not more. But that is what Spirit is showing. And so that's the horoscope for the sign of Cancer for this week. Leo, this week for you, Leo, it is all about you sitting and looking at your situation right now within, your family, within your finances for the most part. A lot of you are not happy in your job. A lot of you are wanting to seek change. And the thing is that you're very loyal when it comes to your job, but you're not really being appreciated. And even though you know that, some of you are still kind of held back by your current employment or employer. And it's like they're not seeing your talent and your worth. And so a lot of you are just stuck. And this is a time to kind of get unstuck from all of this. Later this week, you may have some powerful words or express yourself in a way that you typically don't normally do, but the energy is going to be so intense that you cannot bite your tongue, and so a lot of you will be doing that, and then later kind of maybe regretting that. So if you can step away from a heated or angered moment, do so before responding to someone, because the things that you say may be very, stinging, and also, maybe very powerful in some way, and you may not be able to take them back. So just pay attention to that. A lot of you that are impatient right now, you need to be a little bit more patient with the universe. They are hearing, the universe is hearing you. A lot of you could be finding feathers, seeing fireflies, dragonflies, butterflies. There's signs that the universe is sending anytime you see these kind of animals, or insects, etc. A lot of you also are weighing different options this week. This could be, your career, you looking at your career, your marriage, your relationship, your family bonds, your children, and, your responsibilities as a human being and an adult. And so you're, looking at everything and seeing what is it that is bringing you joy, what is stealing you joy, and what can you, what kind of boundaries can you set up around you? It seems like all of the signs this week are, focusing very much so on boundaries and kind of, protecting their own energy. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Again, also, there is a theme this week about getting rest. A lot of signs feel very drained, or will feel very drained and very tired. So again, just be sure that you're paying attention to your body and listening to its needs. Virgo, this week for you, Virgo, is a week in which you are very focused around a masculine energy. This could be a partner, a lover, a husband. It could even be someone in your family, like a father figure. But there's a dominant male, someone that's very strong, but yet also very kind to you and understands you, that is going to be bringing a lot of patience and balance into your life. So like if you have questions, you can possibly talk to this person and gain some clarity, or have your anxiety kind of go just away. When it comes to your love life, though, there is some part of you that is releasing the past. You're unshackled and basically releasing the past, and those past feelings are in the past, but a lot of you are still kind of attached to that situation. So you will need to kind of practice cutting cords, clearing your energy, your aura, cleansing that. There's a lot of communication this week between you and someone else, and this feels like it's going back and forth, and it not necessarily an argument, but different viewpoints, and so you just need to kind of compromise to avoid any further dissatisfaction or any kind of chaotic energy this week. There is something about you having someone from your past coming up or resurfacing. This is something that you may not be expecting, but Spirit is saying that there is a potential for someone from your past to kind of resurface this week, and this could have you in a different ballpark, completely thrown off of your game, about what and how you feel for this person. Old feelings can emerge and it cause a lot of confusion. So be sure to remember, what has happened in the past and why you left this person go, or why you had to separate completely, if this is more on the romantic level. Because again, I feel like this person could possibly be like an ex-lover, an ex-partner, and so there is a dangerous potential there for you to fall back in a trap. So just, ask yourself and take things very slowly when it comes to, maybe healing an old situation and kind of resuscitating that relationship. Be sure that you walk very carefully or tread very carefully in that. And that's a horoscope for Virgo. Libra, this week for you, Libra, it is all about you feeling like the karmic balance here. Maybe in your work life, you've been treated a certain way that has been, kind of people looking down upon you, or you feeling very judged or isolated in your work life, or even in your family. Maybe there's a couple of people that are doing this to you, or a person, but you feel very balanced this week, and you feel like maybe karma's on your side, and so there is some kind of validation that you are receiving. And while it doesn't bring you any pleasure to see somebody else fall, this is typically something that is being shown this week for a lot of you Librans out there, where you will be seeing like karmic justice being served to someone. But, you know, it's not just all, you know, you sitting back and looking. You still have your own battles and things that you're going to. And it feels like where you've been stalled now, a lot of you are going to have a lot of nervous energy this week, a lot of movement. So a lot of you could be taking trips out of town. This could be work related, or just you needing to take an impromptu trip to go visit a loved one that needs you. There's a sense and energy this week that someone needs you in your family. This could be someone that has ailing health, or health that is not so good, and you need to be around them and help them. You stand very strong in your communication and what you want for those of you that are in a relationship, but there is like a crossroads that you will have to, you know, cross over the next couple of weeks. This is a decision that you'll have to make, and you have two different, you know, decisions. You can go one way or the other, but whichever choice you do will lead you to a brighter path. And I feel like y'all are going to make the right decision. So quit, you know, doubting yourself when it comes to like your work life, or, you know, your finances, or even your spiritual path. A lot of you are questioning your spiritual path. But one thing is for certain is that you are working very hard, and it's not going unnoticed by bosses or superiors. They are looking at you and really, you know, really loving the fact that you're such a hard worker and dedicated at what you do. So you really are coming into a very powerful place when it comes to your work life, and also expanding maybe into self-employment, or thoughts of, you know, doing some kind of job on the side on weekends to have extra revenue coming in. But that's, you know, what Spirit is showing, that you will be sitting pretty good, you know, by the end of this week, when it comes to your finances, after you factored in all of the expenses and things that you have, you know, to budget. So this is a horoscope for the sign of Libra. Scorpio, this week for you, Scorpio, it is all about you on the winds of change. This is all about change for you, for the sign of Scorpio. For those of you that are Scorpios out there, there's change coming at a very fast rate. This is divinely orchestrated. This is by a higher power that is wanting to bring you change. A lot of you are maybe looking at your money, your financial situation, and saying, you know, I don't have a lot of money. I'm not, you know, working at the time. Some of you may be disabled, some of you may be working or retired, and some of you just may be working hard, but you still feel like you come up short when it comes to your money. But you are rich in other ways, and that's what Spirit is trying to get you to see, is that money doesn't define who you are as a person. It is only an extension of who you are. It is good. We all need it to survive, but that is not necessarily what it defines you. And so a lot of you will need to shift your perspective on your viewpoints about money in order to find some greater happiness this week, because a lot of your thoughts could be reverting back to your financial situation. Some of you out there also are fighting battles, but you're coming out victorious. This could be people picking on you, people that are negative, family members that are negative, friendships, and just people that are trying to corner you, but you come out victorious in all of this. And it's not a surprise, because you are one of the most strongest signs in the whole zodiac, and you are very courageous and fearless, and so that, you know, kind of stands very strong and speaks very highly of you. A lot of you are looking towards a mother. This could be your mother in spirit, if she is in spirit. This could be a mother figure if you have someone that is a mother figure that is alive, or someone that is like a second mother to you. There is someone that you are looking towards and trying to get some kind of validation, or trying to just get a bigger perspective and understanding on things, something that you may not understand about someone. And so this, you know, kind of is going to help you to ease the energy this week. Some of you also may be moving away from a situation. This could be taking a trip, or just, you know, walking away from a negative person and isolating them away from your life. But there is a lot of positive energy. There's a lot of you also that are very focused right now on your love life, and so there's a potential for you to meet someone. There's a potential if you are in a relationship already, but it's not, you know, very defined because a lot of you have been maybe stuck in a relationship for many, many years, but that person and you go back and forth. It's not really established where you stand with that person. And a lot of you could be seeking a greater understanding and getting that validation this week about that person, and kind of setting an ultimatum. I hate to say that, but some of you will, have to set an ultimatum, because if that person is just wasting your time, why are you going to stick with them? So again, that's what Spirit is going to have you kind of look at things from a bigger perspective. And some of this could be scary, and some of it could be, very impactful. But that is the horoscope for the sign of Scorpio for this week. Sagittarius, this week for you, Sagittarius, there's a lot of intense energy. This is a week, again, where you may be fighting some people, not, in the physical sense, but more verbally or mentally. It's exhausting, and you could be picking up on strange vibes from people around you. Your home life also seems very chaotic or disruptive right now. There's a lot of, maybe people that are members of your household that are very negative, that really don't, want to see your way of things. And so you're going to have to find your inner strength and not let this, crush you, because a lot of you could be feeling extra super sensitive this week, and you don't want to, ball down, start bawling, or crying and really having like a nervous breakdown. So a lot of you will be very strong, but some of you will have that, situation where you may be crying and releasing and purging, and that's okay. Don't be ashamed of crying. Sometimes the strongest people cry to release that energy. It's just a part of who we are. It doesn't make you weak. And you are facing a very period much where people are kind of judging you. People are saying things about you, and you are, finding that these are not true. This is all, maybe just people that are adult bullies, but you will come out victorious in all of this, because the people that love you and that really care for you know the truth, and they will come to defend you, even though you don't need necessarily anyone to fight your own battles. But there are people that know the truth, and so you don't really have to worry about the negativity, because the people that walk in shadows will never be successful. They will always fall, and that's the way that the world works. The light will always shine, and the truth will always come out. So don't feed into that negative energy. Stay positive as you can be, and that's the energy for this week. Your horoscope for this week, Sagittarius. Capricorn, this week for you, Capricorn, it is all about you making a decision. There is something bothering you. There's two decisions, two directions that you have available to you, but only one is one path for you. Both paths are for you, I should say, but only one of those will really bring you and align with your destiny and who you are as a person. So a lot of you could be very thinkative, really just needing some time by yourself to kind of detract or kind of de-stress and really get your thoughts together and have them correlate. A lot of you are coming out, feeling, maybe in your work life that there's just so many changes that are taking place, and it's overwhelming, but you are on the right path. And there seems to be like a female energy. This could be a sister, a mother figure, a friend, someone that is very much on your vibe and your level, that is very supportive to you, and that is giving you the insight that you are needing or seeking right now. And again, the world is your oyster right now, so there's a lot of positive opportunities that could be falling into your lap over the next couple of weeks, and you're putting in that groundwork. So even if you don't feel motivated, try to find the willpower to feel that motivation, whether this is you auditioning for a role, or having an interview for a job. Just get, put on your smiley face and get out there and do it, even if you don't feel like it, because that's going to help you and propel you forward this week to reach for your goals and be successful. And don't worry about people that are talking crap about you, or that are, gossip queens, because those individuals have nothing better to do with their life, and all they are focused on is about other people, instead of using that time to fix themselves and build themselves up. So you just do you, Capricorn, and that's the horoscope for this week. Aquarius, this week for you, Aquarius, this is a week in which you are going to be facing a lot of different things. First of all, you could have a lot of people that are coming to you from a negative standpoint, and you are trying to deflect that energy instead of really addressing, the issues at hand. So you could be feeling kind of lost, emotional, super emotional. A lot of you could also be feeling like you're not sure. You can't really move forward. It's like your hands are tied and you feel very trapped in a situation. Some of you are very, very tired, and it's going to be showing in your, the bags under your eyes, or, if it's not that, it could be, you just looking frazzled, and people are going to notice. You can't really hide that, if you're stressed. There's only so much that you can hide, but your energy speaks volumes, and it introduces you to people. You are going to have options in things to weigh in. It's like every angle of your life, your personal life, your marriage, or your relationship, your family, your work, all of this is being considered, and you're looking at every single angle, and you're trying to find, which one you should focus on now, which one needs most of your focus and help. When it comes to relationships this week, there is a lot of tense arguments or disagreements, apart from what you kind of put out into the public or on social media. People only see what you want them to see, but deep down, intuitives or empaths know the truth. And so, again, in your relationship, you could be facing someone, a partner cheating, or a partner, already having a relationship with someone else, and you're trying to cling on or hold on to that relationship, because again, without that, your security blanket is gone, and instead of letting that go and being happy and going out into the world again, and finding yourself, you're kind of stuck in a stagnated situation because that's what's easiest for you. So Spirit is saying, it's not going to be easy for a lot of you Aquarians. This may not apply to every one of you, but some of you out there, if you're stuck in a relationship that is unhealthy, mentally exhausting, mentally abusive, verbally abusive, you kind of need to get out of that situation to live and fulfill your destiny and your purpose. The longer that you stay glued to that situation, because out of comfort, again, you're losing yourself slowly, and this is something that's becoming very evident over the next couple of weeks for you Aquarians. So this is the horoscope for the sign of Aquarius. Pisces, this week for you Pisces, the energy this week is you are very hard worker. You're a very hard worker. You're working very hard right now, trying to clear things out. You may have some extra spending limit or room to spend money, but a lot of you are wanting also to spend more time by yourself, feeling very isolated, not wanting to associate with anyone. It's because you maybe have had your life going at 100 miles per hour, and so you need to kind of slow things down and focus more on yourself. Some of you are also going through some heartbreak. Again, this is not going to apply to every Pisces out there, but some of you are going through some heartache. Some of you are weighing, your decisions, what you want to do. Your home doesn't feel like a home. It feels more like hell. It feels more like a battlefield. And so a lot of you are needing to kind of take that power back, align yourself with the higher power, with your higher consciousness, and bring some peace. Whether this is smudging your home, saging it, using Palo Santo, but doing something to kind of reclaim some inner peace around you, placing some black tourmaline and selenite around your home, doing things that kind of make that place more inviting for you, because ultimately home is where the heart is, and that's where you're going to find more comfort. So again, you're going to be dealing with some very negative energy this week, but you can come out victorious by reclaiming your power and remembering who you are. You're a powerful spiritual being. So this is a horoscope for the sign of Pisces. I hope all of you enjoyed your horoscopes for this week. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and if you would like to set up a private reading, you can go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop, and don't forget to check out my website, and when you're there, subscribe to my website so that way you can be notified of any news, events, or sales, etc. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world.